So the shiny new iPhones are here, and you might be the one hoping to dump your old phone and upgrade.
But before you get rid of your iPhone, are you really clearing off all of your personal information? Well, you won't believe some of the things people leave on their iPhones.
It's the hottest new toy around.
It's gorgeous.
Well, we're intrigued with the new phones.
The introduction of the iPhone 6 means it's time to say goodbye to the old. But are you and your iPhone making a clean break?
Customers come in and don't even realize that they need to reset their phone. I mean, they're not even thinking from a security perspective.
At this cell phone repair shop, we were shocked to find out what some people are leaving behind.
Phone still has pictures, texts, emails.
Pictures and texts may not be too bad to leave behind.
A PayPal account, there's a Chase card account. You certainly request a password reset on that account. And while I have this phone, before it's been reset, make purchases on their behalf.
So what do you need to do before you upgrade? Make sure you do a factory reset on your phone. To do that on an iPhone, go to Settings, General, Reset, and then reset all settings. You can also erase all contact and settings from this screen. CETA, a wireless communications industry group, says a factory reset may not wipe everything clean from all phones. It all depends on your phone maker and model. In addition to the reset, CETA says we should all consider downloading a data eraser application to help wipe the phone. Remove the SIM or SD card if it has one before selling or returning it. And finally, if you want to be 100% certain your personal information is not at risk, don't sell it or trade it. Have it dismantled. Some recycling companies may even melt your phone down to recycle valuable metals.
A quick note, before you erase your data and hit the factory reset, you may want to remember to back up any files and photos you want to keep. And many of us can't live without our smartphone or iPad or computers. It's even that way for our kids.
Yeah. Whether they're at home or at school, they're usually staring at their little phone or
down,
their
Jimmy.
computer, or maybe even the tablets. But also their smart boards. Now that's got a lot of parents worried about how that screen time might be impairing their child's vision. So in today's Angie's List report, we learn how to protect your child's eyesight in this high-tech world.
My kids probably spend more time on devices than what I would like, but it varies from day to day.
With one child already wearing glasses, Angie Barnes is trying to figure out how much is too much when it comes to screen time for her kids.
You know, I am concerned that they're constantly, looking down and texting or working on an iPad or the computer or something like that. So it's something kind of another thing that we have to think about and are concerned with, with their development.
If you're concerned about your child's vision, you should get it checked out right away, because if you let it go, it could actually cause longer-term problems.
Children often accept vision problems as normal, so it's up to parents to detect warning signs.
We're seeing those symptoms of computer vision syndrome where they're getting eye strain after a few hours of using a digital device or even just reading a paper book. And blurred vision, dry eyes, things of that nature that we didn't see 7 years ago before iPhones and tablets came out. And so we're seeing a lot more of that today.
Doctors say children's vision is vulnerable to damage from the blue light used to backlight many multimedia devices. And as tech-savvy classrooms transform the way students learn, it's important for parents to ask questions.
I think two important questions are, one, how long will the child be on the device throughout the day? Because if they're trying to monitor their child at home, they need to know how much they've already been on the equipment before they actually even get home. And then two, how often will they be taking breaks?
Doctors tell Angie's List the 20-20-20 rule is an easy way to remember to take breaks. After 20 minutes spent using technology, look 20 feet away from the screen for at least 20 seconds.
I like to compare it to like holding a fist. When you are staring at a computer screen, your eyes are contracted like you're holding a fist. So imagine holding a fist for an hour or more at a time and then trying to look up and relax that fist. Your eyes are doing the same thing, which is why I recommend frequent breaks, because you just can't hold that contraction for very long and not have a side effect afterwards of blurred vision or eye strain.
Now, when it comes to setting screen time limits for your kids, doctors recommend 1 to 2 hours a day. They say kids under 2 years old should not be watching TV or other screens. Now, another great way to maximize the distance between your eyes and your handheld device is to punch yourself in the chin.
Really?
Really. Put your knuckles here. Your device should be here, because the distance from your knuckles to your elbow is just the right length.
Unless you're like me, where it needs to be back here.
I was going to mention that.
Well, Jimmy, do you remember the saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything?
Yeah. It's always been a good rule of thumb, but in the day and age of Facebook, Twitter, and anonymous commenting online, it's gotten a whole lot easier to spew hate.
And it's no different for moms. Welcome to the mommy wars. Moms being mean to each other, one snarky comment at a time. It's actually called mom shaming. And whether the cause is jealousy, boredom, or anger, the result is a growing number of moms who feel like they're under attack.
Leanne Torres is known online as the genie in a blog. There's usually an easygoing, fun cadence to her writing, except when Facebook
It did hurt my feelings.
got less friendly.
I just don't like you.
The mom of 3 says an online conversation became, quote, a personal dig at me, my blog, and my parenting.
The mom shaming is really just like the 2014 term for judgment.
Grace Maxwell is a new mom.
They feel like they can say anything.
She's getting her first taste of mom-to-mom shaming.
I don't know why they feel like they need to trash other parents, but it happens.
Not as much in person,
No, not to my face.
but behind a screen.
We see that on the internet, we see that on Facebook, we see that in our private play groups that we have.
This therapist says it's a learned behavior.
We were shamed when we were raised, all of us were.
She wrote these 3 simple words for kids she counsels, but thinks some moms could take a look.
As a culture, we have to stop using shame as a way to stop bad behavior or make ourselves feel better.
This blogger had no trouble getting her rhythm back.
You're going to get your feelings hurt.
She blames distance. As we talk to our screens,
They lose their filter online.
not the people behind them.
You have to think about whether or not you really need to take that final jab at somebody.
And we did some checking and found moms don't only shame each other, but many shame themselves, most just for a good laugh. There's a whole site on Pinterest dedicated to self-shaming. I do that every once in a while.
Yeah, you know, being a mom, though, is something to be proud of.
It is.
It is, and there's something else to be proud of. Up next on Don't Marvel Live, we've got something for you. You are helping put people behind bars, and up next we're going to let you know just how many most wanted you helped put away. Plus, we got a whole new batch of people we want you to keep an eye out for. Don't Marvel Live. We'll be back in just a moment.